Okay, here we go. We're going to do a simple design on a login form, a very simple login form. You're going to create your file. You already know how to create your file, so I'm just going to create my file here and I'm naming this form.html. I'm going to be using internal CSS for this design. Sorry, my form didn't create. Let's see how far. So this is my form.html. And you're going to start your standard syntax as it should. And then I'll start with my CSS here, declaring default. So we have padding 0. We have our margin set to 0. We have box sizing set to for the box. And there. Okay. So I have my I have a session, and I'm gonna put a form inside the session. Okay. Yeah. So let me put on my preview. We're gonna be having a preview how this looks like as we go. So this is the body tag. I'm gonna apply a background to the body. This background here is and this flip it has changed. Now I have the session. Sorry, that's not a class, so it's a session. And this is mobile with 90%. For those of us who struggle with width, you can use this method, mobile with 90, and then desktop with let's say 420 px. And I'm going to apply background on this one, white. Okay. And so I'm moving to the form. This is the form now. The form is empty. I'm going to start adding my elements. This is label for username. So this says username for phone. That's the username. Something like this. You have your input type. Sorry, input ID username. You can add a name attribute. All of this is also abstract. Great. Okay, and then we're gonna have the I button, which will be a submit. The login button. You click on it to submit the form. And the form. This is going to be type submit. Right. And let's say we have the forgot password thing here. This is an anchor tag. Forgotten password. Notification mark as a link. Alright, let's go to the form and initiate the design first. So I'm going to select the form. This is the easiest way to create your form. You just flex it and change the flex direction to colon. Right, when you do that, it's going to give you something like this. Almost what you want, and you might need to add a padding to the form. Let's say 5px padding should be okay to solve the problem. I'm going back to the session to bring it to the center, or let's just stay for now, finish this first. I'm going to add a gap here. I'm going to add a gap here, gap 4px. Space them out a bit. Right, I'm coming down here to form input and form button. Designing two elements here. Add the padding to it, padding 8 px that spreads out. Then you have a border radius, very small border radius, 5px. Okay, then you set the border to a custom border. I want to use a very light one, 0.5 px solid, and I'm using a black color, but it's gonna be transparent. Uh, so this is border, not border radius. Yeah. Okay. Just makes it a bit transparent, and then I add margin bottom. Let's say 7px. It should space them out properly. 12. Okay, something like this is okay. Then we're gonna reduce the font size. Now I'm gonna reduce the font size right here on the font. Font size, bring it down to 30px. Should affect everything. I'm going to set my font family from default. So I set font family here to I love this font with the UI. That's good. Alright, so this is what we've designed so far. And now I'm going to move the section to the center. So in moving it to the center and back to the body, I'll set the width of body to 100%. I'll set its height to 100 VH. That means it's covering everywhere. Then I'll flex it again. I'll use this file content center to move it to 1 to center horizontally, and align item center again, move it center vertically, and this should give you something in the center. Let's preview it in a web browser. Okay, so here's our little form, and we'll continue. So moving to this section, this is your section, and then I cast a bit of a shadow on it, box shadow. This casts a shadow on an element. These values you are seeing here, that for direction, this will push your shadow from left to right. The second one top to bottom. Then the third one here is opacity or blur. And the size I'm leaving it there so it doesn't spread out. And then put in a color. This is a black transparent color. And then I'll still add border radius 5px here. I should make it bend a bit. I'm going to reduce the transparency on this color, and I like increase it to 5, no, 30 should be okay. I love that. Okay, um, okay. Here the phone, sorry, the button. So we have phone button, and then I'm just going to add a background to it rather than not having a background. It doesn't look good, so I'm going to add a background. 1, 2, 2, 0. Again, 2. I'm looking for the color. Let me use the blue color. Blue usually feels good. Let's try blue. And then I'll set the color to white. And then increase its font width, making it bold. Right. Okay, now moving to the next part is this one. We can actually use it. This is font. Then I'm reducing the font size to 5px. And then I will leave it there. Okay, I want to add something So after the form, I'll just create a div here, and then just something at the bottom. So I can just say brand name, and then what else would I put here that would make sense? Okay, let me just say I here for some text. Alright, so I'm going to break this one. Break it. Okay, so this is the form div. Form div. Applying a background to it. Background is blue. The same level of blue I used on the button. So I'm going to invite it down here. Okay, this is not inside the form. This is inside the section. So that's necessary. So I'm going to align the text to the center. And then I'll set color to white. I will increase. Okay, we should also have a font size here at around 15 px. Okay, then there should be a padding, 5 px padding, and there's a missing semicolon up here. Okay, this makes sense. Okay, I'll just go over to the section to curve this part here. So I'm just going to add overflow hidden. Okay, so you see that's curved this part down here. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, for some reason this padding is not enough, so I'm taking it out. This is our phone. It looks minimal. I'm going to add a few things to the section. Section does not have a padding. I'm going to add padding here. Padding of 40 px. Sorry, that's going to be padding of 40 px. Just going to make it specific. Um, so we have a